Lovely. Okay, well, welcome to week 8 of our Connect and Heal with mantra and meditation. And today, before we get started, I'd like to check in on whether or not you're here live or you're following on the recording and get a pulse on how you're feeling today. Um, 1 being uncomfortable and 5 being very comfortable. So not good, not bad. If you're a 1 and you're uncomfortable, it could be because you're tired, you're hungry, it could be because you're angry or fearful. I mean, it can be any number of emotions, not good or bad, just uncomfortable. And then 5 feeling maybe full. Maybe you just had a wonderful cup of tea. You're feeling joyful, hopeful, etc. So if you're here live, I'd love you to put into the chat where you're at right now, just to kind of gauge, again, where you are, and then we'll look at the end of the call and see how we're feeling then too. Perfect. Thank you very much. Lovely. Got it. So today's call is going to focus on these feelings, because what I'm finding with myself and with a lot of others is that we have a lot of feelings always, but right, I think we've moved kind of out of this, okay, we know what to do, we stay home, there was uncertainty before, but there were certain things we were certain of. And it seems as though we're moving almost more into more uncertainty and confusion, and where do we stand, and differing thoughts, not just about the pandemic, but just in our lives, things kind of coming up in transition. So my goal or my intention for all of us today is to kind of identify and be with the feelings we're having, and to be with them compassionately as a friend would be with you, right? Not judging or analyzing, but if you needed to cry and a friend came over, yes, eventually would she help you solve your problem or give you ideas? But that first step is wrapping you in a hug, in comforting you, in holding you, and letting her shoulder get wet with your tears. And that's who I want you to be. I'd like you, encourage you to be for yourself today and every day, is that compassionate friend, being able to sit with yourself and sit with the feelings, even when they're uncomfortable. Because that's really where we come into true presence, we come into awareness, into clarity, and into healing, is being in, the grief, the overwhelm, even the joy, even those feelings. Sometimes it's like, oh, I better take a picture and post it quick. I feel so happy. This is so fun. This is so great. So it's not just about the uncomfortable feelings, but really being with the comfortable feelings too, and enjoying a full belly, a hand holding, a laughter, whatever that is. So that's my intention today, for us to really compassionately feel into our feelings. That being said, I will go into our chant mode to kind of get us settled in before we go into our guided meditation. So I've shared it in the chat. If anyone wants to follow along, you can unmute yourself and sing along, or sing to yourself, or just let the words kind of flow onto you as they really bring you peace and healing. So as always, we're going with a mantra, Om Asatoma. Om Asatoma Sat Gamaya, Tamasoma Joitir Gamaya, Mritorma Amritam Gamaya. May I be led from untruth to truth, from darkness and stagnation to light, and from death to eternal light. So here we go. I'll chant it 3 times today. Om Masatoma Sakamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityurma Mritangamaya. Om Masatoma Sakamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityurma Mritangamaya. Om Masatoma Sakamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityurma Mritangamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Wonderful. So now that we've entered into this place of a little more peace and relaxation, I invite you to gently close your eyes. Roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. And just start to notice your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Not changing the breath, just noticing. Inhale and exhale. As we connect with our breath, we begin to bring our consciousness to our heart center. With our eyes gently closed, we allow any thoughts to float by, like clouds in the sky. Not trying to catch them, hold on to them, chase them, analyze, just letting them cross our path of awareness, noticing and acknowledging, and letting go. Connecting with our breath, we become fully present in this moment. Here with our eyes closed, we feel supported by Mother Nature as we sit comfortably, held, supported, surrounded with clean air to breathe. As we continue to connect to our breath, we acknowledge this breath as a life force, our true connection to life. This breath, this rhythm of our heartbeat, sending vitality to each of our cells. And as we acknowledge this breath, this life force, this spirit pulsing within us, we acknowledge that our body is a temple of the divine, and that with our breath, we are one with all that is. Again, I invite you to roll your shoulders down and away from your ears, staying in a relaxed position, but seeing if you can't reach just a little taller through the spine, as if a string was at the top of your head, just lifting you ever so slightly. Shoulders relaxed, chest open. As we continue through our guided meditation, I invite you to practice a 3-part breath. This Maha breath, this healing pranayama. Very simply inhaling first into your belly, side ribs, and chest, And exhaling, chest, side ribs, belly. Inhaling, creating expansion. And exhaling, release. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. And exhale, 1, 2, 3. Each breath is inviting in new, inviting healing, inviting this fresh wave of breath to run over all of our cells. And each exhale is a letting go, a cleansing, like twisting out a dirty rag, squeezing out and making space for that next time we inhale. With your eyes still closed, I invite you to continue with your 3-part breath as we begin to introduce our mantra today. Silently to ourselves, we'll repeat Om Shreem. Om Shreem. Taking a few moments to let that sound bathe you. Let that sound, that sacred mantra reach your fingertips, the tips of your toes. Feeling that vibration extending from your heart. Om Shreem. Om Shreem is a mantra of water, fluidity, a mantra of release, of fertility, creation and newness. Om Shreem. Om Shreem. As we continue with our 3-part breath, silently repeating our mantra, we'll begin a brief body scan, starting first with our right shoulder, gently and without judgment, noticing any tension we may be holding in our right shoulder, the back of our neck, and on an exhale, releasing anything we may be holding on to. Using our breath and our mantra, we begin to encourage flow in our body. Like a river, flow brings life, newness, vitality. Our body's so full of this divine water. We can use our breath and our mantra to help begin circulating, bringing newness, fresh creativity into our bodies. Slowly and gently now moving our awareness to our left side, releasing through the back of the neck, the left shoulder. On an exhale, letting any stuckness, anything we're holding on to just flow down our arm, over our forearm and out our fingertips. You may visualize a type of clearing, a spring cleaning, wiping away any grime, anything hidden in those corners. And with your breath, cleansing and shining light, making your body, your divine temple, your home, a place of lightness, light, bright, and welcoming in every corner. Om Shreem. Moving your awareness now to your right hip, releasing through the low back, the hip, opening through the thigh, releasing through your knee, and again, letting any stuckness, any old cobwebs, emotions, resentment, anger, fear, not enoughness, just wash away with every breath. Om Shreem. Om Shreem. Moving now to your left side body, releasing through the low back, opening through the hip, thigh, relaxing through your knee, and again letting every breath invite in healing and cleansing. Om Shreem. I surrender. I let go of anything that's not serving me. I live in the flow of life, in the flow of divine creativity, in the flow of health, wellness, and abundance. Om Shreem. Moving your awareness now to the top of the knee, right where we left off. And if there's anything still there, letting it release down your shin, over your ankle, your foot, and letting it spill out your toes. Knowing that anything you release, everything you let go of, anything heavy, anything that feels grimy or stagnant, offer that to the earth. She has the capacity to cleanse and renew and make new. Again, on the left side, at that left knee, releasing, letting go, using a strong exhale to push, to release, let go of anything in that left side body you still may be holding on to. Clearing out any weeds, feeling that flow, feeling that new life pulsing within you. And again, offering that to Mother Earth, knowing that in her divine powers of healing, She will cleanse and make new. That this life, death, rebirth cycle here is an opportunity for rebirth, letting go of the weight of death, the weight and the darkness that you carry inside of you. That just like the spring, this beautiful time we're in, is a time to shut off the heavy, the death, the darkness. That this is a time of renewal, of new life and new beginnings. Om Shrim. Om Shrim. I invite you now to bring your awareness to your heart center. Taking a moment to acknowledge what you're feeling in this moment. And again, not judging or analyzing. And if there's no name for this feeling, you don't have to name it. You could acknowledge it in color and texture, in weight. But take a moment to acknowledge and be with this feeling, to be with the sensation of your body. Om Shrim. Om Shrim. I invite you now to bring your palms to your heart, one hand over the other. And here, being a friend to yourself, being with yourself, offering love, compassion, acceptance, and gratitude to these feelings. With your palms pressed against your heart, feeling your own embrace, feeling the love pouring out of you towards yourself. Acknowledging that this space, this sacred space for you to be here with you, that this space is where we heal not only ourselves, but our community and our earth. On an exhale, I invite you to gently let your chin fall towards your chest. Begin to release your mantra. Begin to release your 3-part breath. Take another moment to acknowledge this space you've created, this space within you, and this space around you. This sacred space of love, compassion, healing, and renewal. Acknowledge that this space is always present, that you need only connect to your breath and drop into your heart. And here you will always, always be welcome with love. We'll end our meditation today with one ring of the singing bowl. Ladies, as always, I appreciate you being here, bringing your presence and your love. I'm so blessed to have you in my life, and I wish you all well. Until next time.
Thank you.